Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to talk you through how I do my eyebrows. I'm going to go through two different techniques, the soap brow and like the Insta brow. I've just got on like my Insta brow now, but I'm going to show you separately how I do each of them because recently I've been doing the soap brow technique, which is where you use soap to just comb through the brows and it keeps the haze in place like all day long. I do have an eyebrow tutorial on this channel, but it's so bad. I'm like this the whole time and you can't see anything. So hopefully this is better. Hopefully it's in focus. Hopefully. Let's get started. So, excuse this zit over here. But I'm gonna start off with the brush. The brush that I use is this one. It's the Zoeva wing liner brush. So it's really thin. I don't know if you can see how thin it is. The product I use for my eyebrows is Anastasia Dip Brow. So this is in the shade Soft Brown. I need to get a new one. So it matches my roots pretty well. So this is if you've got like mousy brown colour hair, it's good for that. It has like a slight cool undertone, but it's not like too cool. It still has a bit of warmth. It's like neutral. So I'm going to start off with the fleeky Instagram brow, and I'm just going to get some product on the brush. You don't want to take too much product. I think that's the mistake that people make. They make the eyebrows look a bit painted on. So I do rub the excess in the lid. There. So as you can see, my eyebrows are a little bit uneven. I have less eyebrow hairs up here. So I'm going to do the fleeky brow on this side and the soap brow on this side. So for day to day I usually do it like this. I don't really use soap every single day just because it's like an extra step. So I always start at like the bottom of the brow just so I can create like a line of where I want, hang on, just drew a line accidentally, just so I can draw the line of where I want the brow to go, like the shape that I want, and then I kind of just flick the product through the brow and flick it up the front. So I start about midway. I'm kind of just going past where there's like gaps, because I obviously want to fill that in, so I'm going like right below the gaps because we're creating like a new line, if you get me. Okay, so once you've done that, that's like your basic sort of line. Just want to kind of start dragging product through the brow in like little strokes like this, diagonally. Just so it's like the same direction as the hairs are going. And if you make a mess, it's okay because we clean up with concealer in a bit. So now that there's less product, I can take it at the front, kind of create a line like that, and then I just use the brush so it's on its side and I just flick up. Here you can put down more pressure because there's less product on the brush. It's not going to be really harsh, so you're going to have that nice like faded effect. Do some more hair strokes. So as you can see, I'm just building it up to where my natural sort of baby hairs are up here, because it is more sparse. And if you don't have much of a tail, this is where you can like build up the colour on the end. So this brow is very like sculpted, it looks absolutely massive, but that's okay. It's more dramatic as well because of how pale I am. But I'm just going to take a spoolie, any spoolie will do. This is from Bedelium Tools. But you can buy like a pack of 200, I think, or like pack of 500 or something for like £2 off Amazon. So if you just type in mascara wands, disposable mascara wands, you should be able to find them. But I'm just brushing the product through the brow just so that's evenly dispersed, because sometimes you'll put a bit too much product somewhere and then you'll have a photo and you're like, oh, it looks really clumpy in my brow. So just brush the product through so you don't have that problem. And now I'm going to clean it up with my MAC Select Cover Up Concealer in NW15. It's in the little squeezy tube, if it just focuses. Yeah. And I'm going to take my MAC, this is like a paddle brush, it looks dirty but it's okay. It's the MAC 252 brush. So it's just like a large synthetic brush that will just clean it up nicely. And you want to use something that's synthetic rather than like a fluffy brush, because you won't get like that sharp line. So like a concealer brush, like a classic concealer brush will do. You don't need to buy this brush. I did my concealer on my brush and cleaning my brow up. Clean up any mistakes, make your brow as thin as you want, as thick as you want. I like to keep my brows quite thick. That's just how I like my brows. So I'm just gonna, and I also use this as my eyeshadow base as well, so that's why I like to drag it down all over my lid. So as you can see, it creates that nice sharp line. And I also do it above sometimes, so I'm just going to show you. Just going to go back in and make it a little bit thinner. So yeah, if you're thinking your eyebrow looks a bit thick, just start by thinning out this bit, and then now I feel like it looks a bit more, like, it just looks better. So I'm not going to thin out the end because I want to keep it like this shape. I promise when I have the rest of my makeup on it won't look as crazy. Just stay with me guys, stay with me. So I'm going to move on to my soap brow now, and there's some different ways to do this. I prefer to put the product through, like sketch it through. Some people like to do it afterwards. I just find that doing it afterwards is quite hard to blend the brow product if the soap is down first, because the soap dries like quite hard, so it's hard to like make it look nice and fluffy. It kind of looks a bit painted on. Take some on that same brush, my same angle brush, and I do more sort of actual hair strokes. So, and with this you can be quite messy, because I am just gonna clean up the bottom, I'm not gonna do the top. I know I look nuts, but I'm just doing hair strokes, and then here I'm just gonna do a line and then flick up. So this is where I got like a little product on my brush, and I'm just flicking up the excess product in the front. I don't want much product in the front at all, to be honest, but I'm just going to go through my brow with my spoolie. I'm just going to clean up that sort of big hair stroke I did. Front. Now I'm just going to go underneath the brow and clean it up again with some concealer, the same concealer. This bit is the actual soap, so I use the Paze soap. It looks a bit battered, but I just spritz a bit of my Fix Plus in here and then just like make like a paste. So I'll show you now. You can use water. I would just use water if you want to save money on, you know, all these spritzes of thing. So I'm just gonna, and because it's like as a little dip, there's like a little pool in there. I don't know if you can see that. Get my spoolie and just mix it in there. And this soap is good because it is like transparent, so it hasn't got like a white cast or anything. So try and get this one, or any transparent soap. Anyone will do. Soap is soap at the end of the day. If you get too much, just like drag it along the side of the things. You don't want too much soap in the actual spoolie. Okay, so now I'm just going to flick the soap through my brows. And this keeps your eyebrows like in place all day long. And it just gives like that fluffy appearance. As you can see, it's just like a bit bushier, so that's like the difference. You know what I'm saying? Looks a bit crazy. Instagram brow. So that is the finished eyebrows, and that is literally all I do. So that's like basically me on a normal day. I always do it this way, and this is what I've been doing recently, but I just thought I'd show you the both just in case you were wondering if my eyebrows look different sometimes. This is why. They look mental. Which one should I do? Which one should I keep on? Because I'm going to remove one and then do the rest of my makeup and then come back and show you the end result with like all the makeup on. So yeah, this is the end result of the fleeky brow. This is it up close. This is how they look. So I hope that helped you out and you enjoyed it and learned some new tips and tricks. If you want me to do any other sort of like in-depth things like this, maybe on like eyeliner or something, let me know. And that's about it. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.